Rideshare buddy out on the road, helping each other lighten the load. Tips and tricks, yeah, the knowledge flows in this grind where the journey glows.
Hi and welcome back to the channel. My name's Kevin and this is Rideshare Buddy UK. It's 11:30 in the morning, Saturday the 13th of September. We have, as you can probably hear the rain, a severe weather warning in place for Wales of heavy rain. So we may be busy today. I haven't switched on the app yet. I will in a couple of minutes. So what's going on in the local area? Well, there's a big agricultural show just up in Usk, about 15 miles away. Now, Newport is the main line railway station, the closest railway station to us, the main line station. So if there's any train traveller visitors coming down, they'll come through Newport. So we might get some trips out to Usk, but the weather might put people off. It is one of the biggest in Wales, one-day agricultural shows, very big part of the local community. I'm not holding out much hope because of the weather. Same with Cardiff. Cardiff has a big food festival on down at the Welsh Living Museum, just on the outskirts of Cardiff. Normally about 15,000 people go there, but again, it's outdoors, or a lot of it's outdoors. So I'm not overconfident there's going to be a lot of work down that way either. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to start off in Newport and we'll see how things go. I might head down towards Chepstow way, but I don't think we're going to have a lot of weekend visitors. We're not going to have a lot of walkers out because of the weather. If the weather's been a bit nice and a bit drier, I'd have headed down there because of the walkers, but not in this weather. However, what I am doing today is I've changed, getting rid of the water, I've changed the settings on Maximo. I've been playing a cherry picking game that I linked to earlier to sort of practice my picking of the good jobs, and I didn't realise just how important hourly rate can be in determining a good job or not. I've only ever worked on price per mile. It's what I was brought up with when I first started private eye driving, and I've always done quotes on pounds per mile. Uber though uses a mixture of pounds per mile and hourly rates. So I've changed the settings. I'll just pull over and then I'll get the Maximo out and I'll show you my new settings where I've combined both miles, price per mile and price per hour. Now, I don't stick to those religiously. I mean, I've reset my mileage. I did set up to 185, but I wasn't getting a lot of work coming in, so I dropped it down to 155, and that boosts up my workload, because you've got to keep the wheels moving, but profitably. So, that's my target, at least 155, but I will drop down to as low as about 135, depending on where the job is, how far away it is, where it's going. If I'm stuck in a quiet area, I'm not going to sit and let a £1.35 a mile job go by if it's going to take me back to Newport and into a busy area just because I'm not going to work it. I'll take it, gets me into a busier area. But I won't take that rate if it takes me out of Newport and into a quiet area. But let's just pull over. I'll fire up Maximo. We'll take a look at my new settings, and then we'll see if we can get to work on this wet and damp Saturday morning. As I say, it's 11:30. We've just gone 11:30 now. I'm probably going to work till about 7, 8. So it's a 9-hour shift. I've got 57% energy, 153 miles availability. Actually, I might set my miles so we can have a look at my miles and my time. as well. I will get an app out one day, and then I'll add it all up over a week, and then we'll do a weekly breakdown of my earnings and my my costs, and we'll see if we made the profit that week, or at least we'll see if I've earned minimum wage that week. So that's another video for the future. But I've just put it into Tesco's. Let's fire up Maximo and have a look at my new settings. Right, let's have a look at the settings on Maximo. Now, these are the same settings I put on UberX, Uber Assist, and Uber Comfort. I don't do Uber Pet. It's got Uber Share as an option. I don't do Uber Share, so I've set those figures to turn off and not work. So, UberX, here we go. So I've got a minimum fare of £5. My per mile rate is £1.55, and I now have a minimum hourly rate of £30 an hour. So we're going to give that a try. My passenger rating is set at 4.5. Distance to pick up is 1 mile. I will go a little bit further depending on the cost and the price. My decline is basically just the same. Upfront earnings, decline anything below £5. Per mile rate, 1.55. Decline anything below £30 an hour. I haven't got auto decline and auto accept on. I just use the board, and then I make my own decisions. But if you want to connect your account to do it also, you can do it that way. Doesn't work very well at the moment with Uber. Uber, I think, is beginning to try and stop Maximo from working in the UK. When I first had it, it worked really, really well. We've had a few Uber app updates, and at each time, Maximo works less and less and becomes less and less accurate. So it looks like, as in the US, them fighting a losing battle against the helper apps, and now trying to do the same in the UK. So hopefully, it's still usable, it's still a great help, but they are trying to stop it from being used. And the only reason why that is because Uber pays such crap rates, they can't get the jobs covered. And just to add on to that, what I've noticed over the last few days, well, maybe a week, is the accuracy of the mileage to the pickup with Uber is becoming worse and worse and worse. I never used to, if I made a mistake, or if there was a little bit of discrepancy, let's say job distance to pick up was 2 miles. If you came up at, when I accepted the job at 2.1 or 2.2 miles, I didn't used to bother, I'll just do the job anyway. But some of them now, I mean, yesterday I had one where it said 1.8 miles to pick up. When I accepted the job, it said it was 3.2 miles. Now, what I do, I just cancel. I'm not bothered about my cancellation rate anymore. I always used to run at 1% or 0% cancellation rate. I'm now cancelling those jobs where it's really, really out. And even if it's only half a mile out, I'll cancel now. My cancellation rate is up to 4%. I don't care. The only thing that's going to impact me on cancellation rate is I won't get to do Uber Teen, and I probably won't get to do Uber Assist. Do I care about that? No, I don't. I don't do Pro. I don't play that game. I'm in it for the money, not for the benefits. So if I lose Uber Teen, if I lose Uber Assist, it's not a vast amount of jobs. I shan't worry about it if my cancellation rate goes into double figures or even more. If Uber can't be honest and accurate with their run time to jobs, I can't be asked with covering their work. Simple as that. So, I mean, the contract they sent me was that the job was 1.8 miles away. It wasn't. They breached their contract because it was 3 miles away. So if I want to play games, I'll play games as well, because they were in breach. But yeah, that's my settings. I set that for UberX, Uber Assist, and Uber Comfort. Let's see what happens today on this rainy, fairly miserable Saturday, and the time now is 20 to 12, and I'm now switching on the app, and we'll start start the shift. Oh yeah, almost forgot. During the break, when after having my lunch, or we have a bit of a break, I'm going to have a quick discussion or a quick warning to a certain YouTuber who I really enjoy and I really like, and he's taken off quite well just recently. But in his last video, I would strongly recommend he takes it down, because he talks about taking a friend to the airport, a friend, an associate, an acquaintance, to Gatwick Airport for £50. And he says Uber allows that. Well, yes, Uber might allow it, but I don't think TfL allows it, unless you're an operator, and there's no indication that he's an operator, he's just a driver. In which case he's breaking the law. In which case, I would probably take that video down before it gets seen or reported. Yeah. Jobs for friends. If you get paid, you have to be an operator. That's the law.
Rain hits the windshield like 1,000 lost bets. Gray skies hang heavy with unpaid debts. The streets are quiet, just puddles and me. No work, no rider, no money, no glee.
It's not a great day so far. It's 4:15, so I've been out for roughly 5 hours. I'm going to go for something to eat now, go down to Greg's and then pick something up, then we'll go and eat up at the BP pulse and I'll do a charge. Well, I've been out 5 hours, done 7 jobs, and £69.75. So pretty atrocious, and no hope of making minimum wage. Yeah, not good. So we'll see what happens this evening or after lunch. I'm going for an hour off. I'll come back after I've had something to eat. But we'll have a chat about that YouTuber, and I've also, while I've been working, had confirmation of signing up for Cabbidder. We'll have a quick look at that, but I'll do a proper YouTube video on Cabbidder in the next few days after I've had a look at it. I've had a quick look. There's not a lot of work on there, but it's new. It is being promoted. They are hitting out lots of press releases, so we'll have a chat about whether it's worth signing up for. You have to be an operator, or you have to be a hack the garage. You can't just be a driver, because it's you're bidding on work. So let's get something to eat, and we'll carry on. Right, so it's 5:05. I've got 15 minutes before the car fills up. I've got something to eat. I've ended up here at Tesla because both the chargers at BP were in use. So, a Lotus EV has just driven past. Very nice cars. Unfortunately, the Tesla chargers here are now pretty much full as well. So he's had to drive up because I think I'm using the wrong side. I'll take up 2 spaces because my charger is on the other side, but who cares? Anyway, let's have a quick look at the YouTuber who's boasted about doing a associate trip from London to Gatwick and charging £50 for it. That's a big no-no, and he really needs to take that down, because at some stage he will get back to the licensing officer. He could lose his private eye licence if he hasn't got a operator's licence, and he could be charged with driving with no insurance. So can you actually charge friends and family and associates to give them a lift? Well, the law on this is very clear. One, yes, you can charge friends and family for a lift, provided that it is no more than the cost of the fuel. So it's going to cost you £10 in fuel to get from London to Gatwick. So as long as your friend pays no more than £10, it's not a problem. The moment you go above the cost of the fuel, you're making a profit, and that is when you need to be licensed as a private hire operator, driver, car, the Holy Trinity, or hackney carriage. So sitting on YouTube saying that you've broken the law and charging passengers by taking them on jobs, it's not a good idea. I think it needs to cut it out. If you go to a YouTube studio on a desktop, you can go to YouTube editor, you can cut out that section of the video, and that's what I highly recommend that he does. So I've signed up with a new app called Cabbidder. I will do a full video on Cabbidder, but that's what it's like. There's not a lot of jobs on there at the moment, so what you press is new inquiries, and then you get lists of jobs. There's only the 2 at the moment. There's a Nottingham to East Midlands Airport, and then Ilford to Stansted Airport, and then you just basically bid like that. So what you can do is you can get full details of the job by clicking on View Details, and that tells you how many passengers, luggage, time, child seats, or anything like that. And then at the bottom you have a bid button, so you can put in your own price. Now, according to all of Bump, Cabbidder doesn't charge you anything as a driver. So what you bid on is what you actually get paid. I'm assuming that Cabbidder will charge a customer a booking fee, or they'll add on a small percentage for their own costs. I don't know yet. I'm still going through it. I don't know how you get paid. Do the passengers pay you directly, or do the passengers pay Cabbidder that and then they pay you. Don't know yet, got to go through it all. But I am signed up, I am live, and we'll see if we can get anything work-wise from it. Don't know. But Uber is certainly not doing it at the moment. What have I got? I was like, what, 5 hours? What? 4:30, that'd be 4 hours, 11:30, 5 hours. So basically 5 hours. And 69.75. Painfully. Let's call it £70. Divide by 5. Working for £14 an hour before expenses. I did try and get over to Chepstow because there's a few weddings on that Chepstow this time of year. But as soon as I go to Chepstow, I've got to jump back to Newport. So I'm back in Newport. Whether I'm going to go to Chepstow in the second half of the shift, I don't know. Or stay in Newport. There was horse show jumping on at Chepstow today, but that's going to be finished by the time I get there now. So, yeah, we'll just finish charging and I'll decide what I'm going to do.
Keep time on the windscreen glass. Grey River City, the hours crawl past. Empty seats in the back, no one calls my name. Just the hum of the heater and the sound of the rain. No riders tonight in Newport town. Saturday silent dragging me down. Got miles on the clock, but no cash in my hand. Just rain on the meter and bills I can't stand. I circle the streets where the night should be loud, but the pubs spill no voices, no gathering crowd. The phone stays dark, not a ping, not a sound. It's just me and the tarmac, no fares to be found. No riders tonight in Newport town. Saturday silent keeps dragging me down. Got miles on the clock, no cash in my hand, just rain on the meter and bills I can't stand. I'm chasing the hope of a late night ride, some stranger to carry me through the storm outside. But the city is sleeping and I'm wide awake, counting the hours that I can't I'll park by the river, let the engine rest. Another lost evening, I gave it my best. Tomorrow might bring me a brighter day's fare, but tonight I've got nothing, just rain everywhere.
Well, that's it. It's 7:15. Be about 10 minutes for me to get home. That'll take me up to 7:30. I was going to work till 8:30. So that would have been 9 hours minus 1 hour lunch, an 8-hour shift. The fares are just absolutely crap today. So I'm going home early, an hour early. So I've done 8 hours, 11:30 to 7:30, minus a 1 hour lunch break. Gives me 7 hours, and I've done £113.31 off 13 trips. The only positive thing I can say about today is that even though I've only done £113.61 or 31, I've only done 106 miles. So at least the only good thing about today is that I've taken more pounds than miles driven. So from that respect, it's well, no, it's not good at all. Even from that respect, it's not good. So I'm going today, going home. The problem with dynamic fares that Uber has is that when it's quiet, Uber drops the fares. The passengers try to get more passengers on board. But the thing is, when it's pissing down with rain, when it's pouring down with rain, people aren't going out. So you've got a really quiet day. So not only do you have a quiet day and no work to do, Uber drops the fares. So it compounds just how rubbish it is. I've done 13 trips. I don't think my acceptance rate today is much above 20%. I doubt it very much. Let's have a quick look. Can I sort it out? No, it doesn't. I was hoping I could get a daily acceptance rate, but it doesn't. I reckon I've only done 20% today. Today was spent decline. I had to do a couple of £1.25 a mile jobs and run 3 or 4 miles for those just to get over £100 today. So profit-wise, it's been very bad indeed. But that's it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. Till next time, take care, safe driving, and try and find some profit in the jobs that Uber are giving out at the moment. Oh yeah, just before I go, I had an email from the solicitor yesterday. He hasn't yet heard from the police about the statement or the other guy's medical records. So it's week 1, complete. We'll see how many weeks it actually does take, even though when I was told by the officer, oh, be within the week. We'll see how many it actually does take.